Good morning. Right at it, look. I'm going to disappear in a bit. I've got to pay the company for the roofing material and all the steel. For people that haven't seen my videos before, this is my local temple in a place called Nanong Pai. This is quite a new addition, this bit. Started construction more or less when I got here. It's nice. So this is Nanong Pai village proper. It's lovely when it's like this. We're riding the quad bike, get a nice cool breeze. You see all the different colours the Thais do their houses in. Here you got a pink and a blue one there. Pick up. Honestly, it's great living here. I had my condo in Pattaya and it was okay. I enjoyed the time I had there, but I'm glad I'm not there permanently. Just not my scene at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it when I'm there, but just not for me every day. The area where my condo was lovely. Really liked it there. But going into Pattaya, while I was in Pattaya, even on the motorbikes, it's just busy, it's dangerous. Once you've seen it a few times, you know, you've seen it all, that kind of thing. I don't like busy places, I don't like crowded places. The thing I really disliked more than anything was the hawkers. No matter where you sat, you know, if you're in a bar or a restaurant even, anything that was like open air, which I preferred anyway, or if you sat in any open space, they're just bugging you every 5 minutes to sell you stuff. Now, if I want stuff, people are around, I'll call them over. But when you're eating, and you know, you've got a few platefuls of food in front of you, you'll still get a hawker trying to sell you what they've got. I know they've got nothing to lose. They're just trying to make a sell to make some money. And I know how hard this country is to make money. But I can't help it if it irritates me. The other thing that irritates me, idiot people, I suppose. No polite way of saying it, and you get plenty of those. But I don't knock Pattaya at all, I enjoyed it when I was there. I know Isan or a small village isn't for everybody, and I get that completely. If it wasn't for Mimi, I wouldn't be here, that's for sure. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't knock somewhere like this either. Each to their own. I wouldn't recommend it for people just to come out to pay a visit, unless you're coming for a specific reason. There's not a lot to see. It's much, you know, it's much of the same everywhere you go, really. That said, though, you do see some sights, things that you totally don't expect. You know, something will just come out of the blue. For the most part, Thai people are just great, really. Good fun. Good fun to be around, spend time with. I think to live out here, really, though, you've got to be comfortable in your own skin and enjoy your own company. I mean, I'm usually in bed for 8 o'clock, watch a movie. I got, on the internet I use Terrarium TV. It's got just about every movie you can think of on there. I mean, you can see it's beautiful here, it really is. But unless you've got an interest, you wouldn't want to be here. There's nothing to do on a night. It's hard to sit out, just get blitzed by mosquitoes or other insects. Depends on the time of the year. The towns are alright, like Buriram and Surin. Ready, come! It's great to just have big smiles on their faces, you know. I know life here can be tough, but at least they got nice weather for it. Ready, come! Safety first, helmets, boots and a harness. Colourful as well, you know. You have flowers growing all year. Obviously you get different plants at different times, but some will just flower all the time. This white one here, I've got one in, yeah, that one. I've got one in my garden. I used to come cycling through here a lot, get chased by dogs. Funny, I tell you. The thing with Thai dogs, I think most of them have had a good thrashing, so they are wary of humans. So if you just stop, face them, pull your arm up, they'll back off. The worst thing is when they have their mates come and join in. The most aggressive early mornings and just as it's getting dark, and all through the night when they're protecting their territories. So I wouldn't really recommend walking through a strange place at night. A bit like the one where I get my water from. There you go, water buffalo. Should be passing a place where the buffalo are normally laid under the trees. A nice area, they've got a nice temple. More buffalo. That's where they cremate bodies. Inside these are the ashes of people that have passed on. I was just thinking about it, this road's new. There used to be some dogs along here. They really used to have a go at me when I was on my bike. But they just disappeared one day. I don't know if the dog catcher came around. You know, I'm not going to speculate what happened to them, but they just disappeared. One of those cabins I showed you the other day, or last week, when we went to the duck noodle restaurant, someone's got one set up here. Just here. Well, I thought, you know, you could do with those. You could put two side by side, and then do a building between them. So you just use them as bedrooms. Put a raised platform between and use the sang tie. Fabricate some steel. And use the Duraboard. There you go, look, green and purple and blue. Oh, mansion. Never seen anybody in this house. Now the next village I'll be coming to, it's just a short distance away from this one. They're almost joined together really. It's got a bit of a reputation. Got some undesirables living there apparently. young men. I've never had any run-ins with anybody around here. Just heard the rumours, heard the stories. I went to a wedding here once. People were all nice to me, so that was good. In fact, it was this house here, yeah, this one. Yeah, the tents were set up on the lawn there. Oh, a horse. You used to get some women shouting at me when I come through on my bike, which is always enjoyable. Hello! See? I mean, she was no looker, but so what? Ready, Cap? Jump on! Asking where I'm going. Said, jump on! At least then. Cool, eh? Internet cafe there. That was Mimi's big idea. She always wanted an internet cafe. I said no way. So by the time you build a building, get all your computers, your desks, your chairs, pay for your packages, all your monitors, etc. I said, you're lucky if you make a few back from the kids. And I said, and all that kit will become obsolete within a year or two. And I was right. I just go through this temple. I'll do a vlog here one day. Yeah, here's the buffalo I was talking about earlier. That cool off under the shade, look. So where they go in and out. Look at the bird on its head. Call it a knock-yang. Hard life, innit, huh? Ready, go. This water's fairly clear compared to most lakes, you see. Amazing, Thais don't eat pigeon. Cracks me up when you see all the other stuff they eat. I'll just take you down this way. Nice lake here. So you often see buffalo in there, but not today. One of the few hills around here, if that's what you can call it. like you'll see on your left at the bottom of this hill, they do longboat racing in there. They just start at this end and race to the far bank, well, around the bend. Goes quite a way. Ready, Cap? Most of these villages, they'll have at least one or two farangs. Not so much living here, but there'll be some woman or a guy or a lady, but guaranteed at least one farang. It's amazing. Nice little place, or big place even. Yeah, never seen that one before. Oh, they've done this road as well. This used to be right potholed mess. Up. Ready, Cap? Run, doggy, run! There's loads in this house here. He's going for his mates. Hey, look. Big gang. Friend of Mimmy's is on the left, bloke from England built here. He doesn't live here, comes out a couple of times a year. Big house in there, look. They build a big house and they don't do anything with the land. No. Millionaires row. Mind you, I'm a millionaire in Thailand. Sounds good. There's the Honda dealer just there. This is where they have the parade on for the Eel Festival along this road. These haven't been built long, about 4 years. Look at them. A bit run down. Come on, make your mind up what you're doing. I don't think she got any meat on those brake pads or shoes. Thais tend to just use the back brake on the motorbikes, and they ride with a foot on it half the time. Fashion sense over there, look. What day is it today? Oh, it's the first market day. Oh, the cops will definitely be out then. I'm buggered I can't go down there. This market's open every day, the indoor one. On the 1st, the 11th, 21st of the month. It's market day here. Well, big market day. I used to get my Wi-Fi along from the shop along here. Feel sorry for them, they don't have my business anymore, but they weren't giving me what I wanted. Bananas. Oh, nearly opened the door on that motorbike then. They won't go an extra 20 yards. just to, you know, ah man. Fucking idiot. They're like a monkey at a zoo sometimes. There's a couple there, just said, oh, no problem. They know me, most of them around here. They're alright with me. But that doesn't mean they won't try and get me to hand over a couple of £100 now and again to the slush fund. Bloody bump. Trucks hit that, then half make a racket. The cab. We're on lunch break, I think. Young.